equation is of this type, meron tayong fraction. So at least you know how to reduce this fraction into quantities without fraction. You are adding, subtracting. So paano natin maalis yung mga fractions na yan? Quantities that are fractional. So 5a over 6, 2a over 3, the denominators are 6 and 3. So the LCD is 6. Okay? So we multiply both sides of the equation by 6. So this is 5a over 6 times 6, maka-cancel. Principle of cancellation, 5a na lang yan. So by distributive property na yan, so lahat na yan, multiply natin sa 6. So 5 times 6 is negative 30. 6 times 2 is 12a over 3 is 4a. And this is 6a. Again, combining like terms, we have 5a. This is 10a. Lilipat natin doon, ita-transpose, magiging negative. Lilipat natin doon yung 30, magiging positive. So 5 minus 10 is 5a. Negative 5a is equal to 30. Okay, divide both sides by negative 5. Yung coefficient ng a is negative 5. Kaya, again, by cancellation, ito ay magiging 1. The coefficient is 1. And this is negative 6. And again, you check. You check by substituting the value of a doon sa original equation natin. 5 times negative 6 over 6 minus 5 is equal to 2 times negative 6 over 3 plus negative 6. So this is cancelled. So times negative 5 is negative 5. Minus 5. Negative 12 over 3 is negative 4. Minus 6. So negative 10 is negative 10. So that is checked. Okay. The linear equation will also be in the form of a radical. Okay, kanina fraction, nasisimplify natin yung fraction. Ito naman, naka-radical yung quantities natin. So, ang goal kasi dito is to remove the radicals in the equation is to raise to the radical, raise to the power. Okay, kung ano yung index nito, doon mo i-raise yung equation. But it is better if we transpose kasi pag ito ang in-square mo, magkakaroon ka ng middle term. But you transpose this quantity there, mas simple siya. So, i-transpose natin ito doon. And then, kasi square root yan, the index is 2. So, raise to the power 2. Ayan, raise to the power 2. The square root of a square, mariremove yung radical. So, yun na siya. Mariremove na. The square root of a square. So, remove na. And then, ito na yung simple niya. And then, you transpose 6x minus 3x. Itong 3, lilipat mo rin doon yung 3. So, 3x, 6x minus 3x is 3x is equal to 6. And then, divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 2. That is the root. Okay? So, and then, you check the root or the answer. Tawag kasi doon sa pag mayroong kang solution ng algebraic equations, the root or the solution of the linear equation yan. So pag sinod mo ngayon, okay, you have the root 2, sinubstitute mo rito sa ating original equation, 6 times 2 minus 3 minus the square root of 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is 12 minus 3 is 9, square root of 9. 6 plus 3 is 9, square root of 9 is equal to 3. Okay, sometimes the equation is literal. Okay, ibig sabihin parang formula. Okay, and then there is a need for you to transpose or transform the formula so that you are going to solve for another variable. So ito, okay, we have this formula, S is equal to n over 2 times the quantity 2a plus n minus, the quantity n minus 1 times d. And you are going to solve for d. Pero ito yung ating equation, original equation. So, ita-transform lang natin sila. Okay, so, okay, solving for d, we have n over 2. Para ma-simplify mo siya, we multiply both sides of the equation by 2 over n. Okay, so this becomes 2s over n. This n over n will cancel. 2 over 2 will also cancel. So, ito na lang yung matitira. Okay, so 2a plus n minus 1 over d. Now, to solve for d, simplify natin ulit further. lipat natin yung 2a doon. So this becomes 2s over n minus 2a. Yung natira na lang dito is n minus 1 over d. Solving for d, we divide both sides of the equation by n minus 1. So ito. But before that, bago natin simplify muna natin ito. Okay? Kinombine natin ito so that this becomes 2s minus 2a n over n. And then we divide both sides by n minus 1. The equation now is, in terms of d, it is 2 times the quantity s minus an over n times the quantity n minus 1. That is how we simplify. Okay. Another literal equation. This is one equation in finding the velocity of flow in any pipe. Okay. The velocity is 1 over n, r to the 2/3 s to the 1/2. So these are quantities na very popular sa hydraulics: velocity, roughness coefficient, the hydraulic radius, and the slope. Now, using this formula, you are going to solve for S. So, ibig sabihin, baka given itong tatlong ito, which you are going to solve for S. So, how do you solve for S? How do you simplify or transform this formula so that you are going to solve for S? So, here, okay, we multiply both sides of the equation by n para ma-remove yung denominator na yun. So, this becomes, by distributive property, this is b times n, lahat na yun. Okay? And then, n times 1 over n, makakancel ulit yun, so nawala yung n. So, that becomes r to the 2/3 s to the 1/2. Now, we solve for s to the 1/2, that is vn, okay, dividing both sides of the equation by r to the 2/3, ito na lang yung equation natin. So, s to the 1/2 is equal to v times n r to the 2/3. Okay, but this is to the 1/2. Again, this is, the index is 2. So, we raise to the power 2, both sides of the equation. So, makakancel yon. So, s is equal to, okay, ito naman, i-raise mo sa 2. So, this is b squared, n squared, and this is b r to the 4/3. This is now the value of s. Okay, yung ating formula for velocity, solving for s, is b squared n squared over r to the 4/3. Okay, we still have, okay, linear equations this time, having two variables. Kanina puro x, pero alam naman natin na hindi lang x ang variable. We can use any letter in the alphabet as your variable. Paborito lang talaga x and y. So we have two variables, x and y, and we have two equations. Kung ito ay mayroong solution, we call this simultaneous equations. Okay? At itong ito, yung x and y na yan, pwede mong isolve in many ways. Okay? Isang paraan is to draw a graph that represents the line, kasi linear. So, line ang mag-graph natin dyan. We can also solve it analytically, and by analytically, we can solve it by elimination, by substitution, or by the Cramer's rule. Okay? So, let us have a sample. Okay, lahat na ito gawin natin. Okay? So, we have x plus y is equal to 3, 3x minus y is equal to 1. Okay? Two equations. Okay, pangalanan natin ito na equation 1. Okay? Ito naman ay equation 2. Okay? Sa graphical, okay, graphical muna natin umpisan. So, graph natin. Okay, using equation 1, x plus y is equal to 3. If x is equal to 0, y is 3. So, 0 yan. Y is 3. If y is equal to 0, x is 3. Okay? So, i-graph natin yung itong line na ito. So, if x is equal to 0, y is 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Ayan yung ating equation. If y is equal to 0, x is also 3. 0 ang y, 1, 2, 3. So, yung dalawang points na yan can be connected to draw the line. This line represents x plus y is equal to 3. The other equation is 3x minus y is equal to 1. Okay, ito yan, equation 2. So, kung x daw ay 0, kung 0 ito, y, negative y is 1, so y is equal to negative 1. If y is equal to 0, x is equal to 1/3. Okay, so ito muna. So, ito ngayon yung dalawang points ulit. If x is 0, y is equal to negative 1. So, negative x ito. So, x is 0, y is negative 1. If y is 0, x is 1/3. Ito yung 1. So, hatiin natin sa, ito yung isang point. pag pinagdugtong natin yan, the line now is this straight line represents this equation. Okay? So ngayon, pag pinrolong mo yan, it intersects this other line, ito yung solution nilang dalawa. Okay? So graphically, sukatin mo, so may x ka, 1, gano'ng kalayo from the origin, 2. So that is 1, 2. The solution set is 1, 2. Okay? Graphically, masusukat mo yan pag tama ang iyong graph. Then, okay, continuing, pwede natin siyang isolve analytically by elimination. So we have, pwede mong eliminate yung variable, either you add or subtract. So in this case, x plus y is equal to 3 and 3x minus y is equal to 1. Mas madaling eliminate yung y kasi pag pinag-add mo yung dalawang equation, adding these two equations, we have x plus 3x is 4x plus y minus y is cancelled, eliminated. And then 3 plus 1 is 4. Divide both sides by 4. So x is equal to 1. Okay. And then, dahil meron na tayo ng x is equal to 1, pwede na natin substitute kahit saan dyan yung x na yan. So, from equation 1, substitute natin 1 plus y is equal to 3. So, yung 1 lipat natin doon. So, y is equal to 3 minus 1 is 2. So, we have x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. So, x, 1, y, 2. Analytically, pareho na sila ng answer. So, na-check na. Okay? Pwede naman by substitution. By substitution. Okay? From equation 1, okay, we solve for x in terms of y. So, x is equal to 3 minus y. So, x is 3 minus y. Ayan. Itong value na to ng x, isa-substitute natin dito sa equation 2. So, we have 3x. Ang x natin ay 3 minus y is equal to 1. So, we now have, isa na lang yung variable natin na y. So, by distributive property, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times negative y is negative 3y. Minus 1 is equal to 1. So, this is negative 4y. Lipat natin din yung 9. So, that is 1 minus 9 is negative 8. Divide both sides by 4. Y is 2. So, meron na tayong 1. Substitution method dyan. Pagyari mo, dahil mula dito, x mo is 3 minus y. Yung y mo ay 2. So, 3 minus 2 is 1. So, again, we have x is 1, y is 2. So, yun lang din ang answer. The solution for these two linear equations is 1 and 2. Pareho silang tama. Okay, kahit substitute mo yung 1 dito, yung 2, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3, minus 2 is 1. So, 3 minus, so you solve. The equation is correct. So, we have simultaneous equation.